This is the Pump House Road grade crossing located on the UP Mount Vernon Sub in Mount Vernon, Illinois. Here we have two gated signals, one newer and one older. Each of them have LED lights and there's one E-bell. This is over looking west. We'll get a look here at the eastern signal. This has older 12 by 20 inch Safetran frames. This one has a second gen WCH LED and this one has an Electro-Tech LED. And here we got an extension for a bell, but there's no bell on this one. Here's the dot tag. Dot number is 167744V. UP's been doing this a lot in this area, where they're placing the dot tags next to the gate mechanism like that. Not sure why, but it's been appears to be a very recent thing for them. Side view lights with a Safetran junction box. Got a new Siemens gate mechanism with the imprinted logo. Got a Siemens base. You can see an older foundation. Back view lights, these are both Electro-Techs. The gate here has the newer striping with the NEG clear LEDs. And the old striping is underneath. Sorry, I can't really see that well, the sun's in my eyes. It's about 10 in the morning currently. Here's a back view of the eastern signal. Here's the relay bungalow in the northwest quadrant. See more information on there. They call this TR322 for some reason. Grade is all concrete. Track view facing north towards Salem, Altamont, St. Elmo, and eventually Chicago. And track view facing south towards Mount Vernon and the connection with the UP Chester Sub in Gorham. So this is we got a 1970 signal over here and then a newer Siemens signal over here. I'm assuming the signal that this replaced was just like the old eastern one. I think they carried over the gate and the lights from the previous signal here. Not quite sure why it got replaced. Maybe the old one got destroyed. Primary reason I'm doing this tour, though, is that there's a new bungalow for this crossing sitting in town in Mount Vernon. It's one of two bungalows sitting there. One for this and then one for a passive crossing on the Pinckneyville sub. But I'm not going to bother photographing that one because I want to try and get north of here today. Start getting more crossings photographed on the Salem sub, going north of Altamont. Not sure if they're going to keep this signal or not, but I'm assuming they're going to replace this one. I'm guessing if they keep this one, they'll probably replace the lights, get new GE dotted LEDs and Safetran frames on them, and add an NEG E-bell to it. And then the other signal they'll just replace entirely. One odd thing I noticed too about those two bungalows sitting in Mount Vernon, the one for this crossing is a typical looking one for Union Pacific with the beige painted sides. But then the other one that's going for the other crossing on the Pinckneyville sub has the metallic silver sides like you see on BNSF bungalows or NS bungalows or CSX bungalows. Pretty much most other railroads use the silver sides, and now it looks like UP's starting to use those too. So I'm not sure if that's like a one-off for that crossing specifically, or if they're going to start using silver sides for all their other crossings going forward. But we'll just have to wait and see on that. Very interesting though. Here's nobody now looking east to get a look here at the western signal. This one's still got the old signal here. Got a GS Type 2 E-bell up top. Probably replaced an old Safetran mechanical bell. Or maybe another E-bell that was here before. Got more 12 by 20 inch Safetran frames, one second gen WCH LED, and one Electro-Tech LED. Got an older Safetran System Corp base. It's always funny that they misspelled that. It's supposed to be systems, not system. Side view lights with a Safetran junction box. And we got an old mid-1970s Safetran gate mechanism. This was the second style that they used. This was definitely installed during the Mopac days. Back view of the lights, again, same thing. One second gen WCH LED and one Electro-Tech LED. And this gate has the newer striping with Alstom Aurora LEDs. Looks like they're the closer two are Alstom. I think that one. Sorry about that. It looks like the camera stopped recording for some reason. But the end one is an NEG clear LED. So 2 Alstom Auroras and 1 NEG. And we just had a northbound intermodal go by, so thankfully I was able to get a video of this crossing before I gotta return north today. I imagine next time I'm down this way, they'll have the new bungalow in and at least 1 new signal and maybe 2 new signals. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with the eastern signal. And here's a back view of the western signal. So, whenever I come back down here, we'll see what happens with this crossing, and I will update it then. This has been the Pump House Road grade crossing.